at 11-1. And actually, look how aggressive Fallen's been. He's done it again. I think Snack saw him.
Yeah,
so
I think he did
Snack's
as well.
not taking that angle again.
But this is still so much space to work with now. They're just going to smoke him off and make sure he can't repeat them. Pasha's on the other side, so very close range with these AWPs. And down on the B-bomb side, Taco almost goes down. That's a good shot from Taz, and he's going to get run down by Bialy. The bomb almost made its way down the ramp. That was Cold Zero wanting to push it, and boosted up is Fallen. But he's also alone. The last two SK players on opposite sides of the map. Cold walking in, gets the scope on Neo. Now he's going to be quick down Pop Dog. A minute left here. Can they bring it back? Are they shooting at each other?
Yeah, they did. Panic on the SK side of things. The Ollie's here. Taz is going to take advantage and push up towards box halls, maybe get a flank in as well. This is so nerve-wracking if you're VP because there's so much space, so many different angles these ops can be at, and a lot of time that you can just walk into a crosshair. The question is, how much ground does Taz want to take? This is dangerous. There it is. Exactly what I'm talking about. Still 30 seconds left.
They had everything covered. If he had stayed alive up there, although Bialy on the ladder, going to be taking down Fallen. 25 seconds here, Cold Zero. You win this round, that could be the beginning of the comeback, but first you need the bomb plant. He's not going to be safe doing that. That's in itself a risk. Where do you actually choose to plant? But he's got that down. Now they've checked B and realized no one is there. And is he actually going to go for the high ground here? Definitely risky. They have had nothing working for them, SK Gaming. This would be a time to announce themselves here on train. He's got the AWP, and he's hidden in the corner, trying to get up on the train. Bialy, that would be the perfect viewpoint if he could survive the first shot here from Cold, who's looking the wrong way, trying to get up. Cold with the no-scope. Bialy trying to follow it up, and Cold goes down. So close, but not close enough. A 12th round here for Virtus Pro. Completely wrecking SK on train.
Oh, you saw a world in which Cold hits both of those shots. That's so dangerous. So many different places that they have to check in that outer sight. Cold almost makes it happen, but yeah, that was the best look we've seen from SK in quite some time at actually taking a round, and Virtus Pro is just playing so very well. That round was just seemed like everyone, even with a double up, that's great. I said it was going to slow things down. Taco just tries to make a play at inner bomb. So he basically rushed it all on his own. Found Taz playing so passively, gained a lot of positioning on him, but still loses the fight on Bialy's rotation. Desperate times for the Brazilians.
Fur has 0 kills. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
That would explain a lot, though.
Yes, it really would. What is the answer here? I mean, try and get the last 3 rounds. Fallen not quite quick enough with the scope. Neo in a bit of an off angle up on that train and makes the jump back over. I see Fur. There's going to be the opening. Taking down Bialy. So just as we mentioned it, Taco taking down Taz, who wanted to respond to that A aggression, trying to sneak up on the other side of the map. This could be the round where SK finally get something happening.
This could be the fight. What does SK do with this? Do they use this as a fake or do they rotate around? Because this is buying time. Oh, there's Neo peeking. The AWP is right here waiting for this peek. Is Taco going to do it? Yes, he is, and he's going to win it. Big kill for Taco. Neo's up next, and he finds the return. A risk in its own right, but how do you get back into this round? I don't think you do anymore.
No, very well done. Great peek from Taco. You always wonder in that kind of situation, is he going to go for the close peek or the wide peek? And it really makes a big difference.
Yeah, it really does.
Sort of a, I think, especially if you're new to watching the game, it's one of those details that gets, you know, missed in all the action. But definitely a big deal how players manage that, and also how predictable they get doing it. Pasha trying for the no-scope. They want to hunt him down, and they're going to be successful. Fur with a double. Definitely good news for SK Gaming. Better late than never. 12-2.
Yeah, great initiative from Taco these past 2 rounds, just taking the fight inside, pretty much on your own, all solo, trying to make something happen, and that time it works out. And now you have to imagine there's going to be some pressure on Taz. He's going to be, I mean, if Taco's going to be this kind of a madman, I mean, it really makes Taz think early on in the rounds how he wants to play these things. Because if he plays it too passive and Taco gets that map control towards the inner sight, that can be so deadly.
15th round. I can't believe what I'm seeing. 12-2. Virtus Pro doing incredibly well on the CT side. I'm curious now how they're going to play on their T side. By no means does there have to be a correlation between these two halves. It could as well just be that they're not going to be quite as good. And we know SK could really put up a solid defense if they win that pistol. So we'll see how this all plays out. I don't want to count anybody out here. Neo, who made the jump up himself, which is always good. We talked about movement.
Yes. Displaying some there, and Fur, this is going to be so deadly. Again, they have no idea he's here. Pasha's going to go down. Yeah, this is for free. Great aggressiveness from Fur. What is the response? Because coldzera is ready to come out, and Neo's all on his own. He has to basically take care of both of these choke points unless he falls back. There's the fight against Fur, but he can't win it. Couldn't find the one he wanted. Now Bialy's all alone. SK trying to get their third round before halftime, and they're going to.
And Fur so ready. The flashbang is pretty good, but coldzera will follow it up. And there's a headshot as well. 12 to 3 here at the end. Fur with the triple. There's been a bunch of rounds where Fur's been out in that yard trying to be aggressive and he's been shut down. And then the last 3 rounds, it just works.
Yeah.
Just does a great job. This could be interesting.
That one is a little bit of timing. Like you said, Neo making the jump on his own, but the time it took to get up and make that jump and actually have it happen, he was able to sneak into a position that Neo couldn't see. So fortunate timing for him. And I mean, the devs talked about it. SK, a team who, you know, kind of built their reputation on this map by having a stellar defense. This might have to be the best performance they've had yet. Certainly, it starts the pistol round.
And Virtus.pro must know that. I mean, on the other side, now they're on the T side. They've got the Glocks. They're on train. What's the knockout punch equivalent? We saw it on Mirage where they just rushed the A-bomb side with AKs.
I was going to say, you always feel like Virtus.pro, their knockout punch is just straight power, right?
Yeah.
It's just aggression. Just swarm, overwhelm something.
Very interesting. I mean, Train is a map where it can get very hard to get close to the USP. So many angles for the CT side to play around.
We saw it in the first half. We saw it's exactly what happened to SK. They lose one player, and then all of a sudden, everywhere they want to attack is long range. And yeah, here it is. Here's the straight aggression. Taking control of box halls. All 5 players here. They can still fall back. Oh, God, right through the wall. You don't like that.
Oh.
Pasha looked like he just wanted to like have his model punch that wall.
Yeah, about to run out of the booth and just run to the other one. Deep smoke to pretend that this was going to be an A hit. It does right now keep 3 people here. Deep Molotov towards the C connector. It goes a little bit too short. And Bolt's looking for a headshot. He's going to get 2 great ones, taking down Pasha and Taz. And now it's definitely on SK. They must win this round. Bialy getting 2 in return with the Glock. How is it happening? Virtus.pro fighting for control right now. Want the bomb site all to themselves. And Bialy hoping to get more done, but he's going to get shut down. And so will Neo. So that's the retake right then and there. And SK will win the round.
Despite the 2 kills from Bolts right at the initial part, the real story of that round is that Molotov misses its mark. That's meant to go right in connector where people can rotate into. You could see Virtus.pro wanted to push 2 players up sidewalk to get control, swarm into that, crush the rotations, and they just couldn't. They were blocked by their own Molotov, so they had to stay into the open. They had to fight, and that's perfect for the USPs. Their own Molotov denying them close range. SK Gaming hold on. The plant comes out, though, and I think VP will see them, you know, be conservative here, not invest into the second round. They want to go for the AKs in the next one.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Even if we've been seeing the Scouts and the Deagles do sort of a reasonable job, this is kind of what you were expecting. Snacks hanging out by the fridge, makes sense.
What are you trying to say here, Anders? That works both ways, doesn't it?
I don't know. I can't help myself.
We'll get you a pizza later. We'll figure it out.
Please, yes. Bolt's looking to see if he can make the sneak with the UMP. Not strictly speaking necessary, and somehow Virtus.pro were just incredibly ready for that.
I mean, if you're VP, you have to know. I mean, if you're any team playing against them, you have to know that SK Gaming, when they have the SMGs and they know they're against unarmored opponents, they like to be aggressive. They want to go build up money with those. That's part of the strategy they have. They're just waiting for that push. I don't think we'll see too much more aggression now that SK realizes they're just camped up waiting in those white halls.
So playing a dangerous game with the ladder. You wish that they just had one guy with armor with that UMP, but the fact still is, even with that 1 kill there on Bolts, it's so hard when you don't have armor on train to actually get in and get the bomb plant.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no utility as well, so I mean, there's really no power in this round for VP. Even the UMP can't really count on it too much. So they're going to try and split the outer bomb site, which actually looks like it could be effective. Fallen's playing far back. The Molotov will slow him down, gives him the range to take shots with that scout. But now they're going to push up that owl. With his teammate actually down to red, Fallen's in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, just trying to retreat back into the site. Does a lot of damage there, and Cold Zero will knock out the rest of the round.
All right.
Ace for him with the MP9. That feels good.
So not in a lot of trouble.
Not at all. But very rich indeed.
Yeah.
$600 kill reward. Feels good.
Yes, it does. Well, this is going to be the round now. The buy-up for Virtus Pro, not investing anything into the previous, maybe a P250, but this time you'll have the AKs, you'll have the utility. How much is SK going to commit? Are they going to upgrade these? You imagine Cold Zero would either keep that or pass it over and buy an M4 himself or drop an M4, something like that. Actually, he straight up just buys one himself. So 3 M4s, a scout and a UMP, and it's all in this aggression. Flashes are great. Flashes are perfect, but Bialy recovers nicely and actually gets a follow-up as well.
I feel like that should have done more damage because I agree the flashbangs were so great for SK. Now they're running with the backs turned first right around the corner. He's going to be down by Pasha. Bolt's there with the follow-up, and that's the bomb. VP still with the man lead, and Neo not checking the corner, and that is a big mistake and a very uncharacteristic one for Neo.
Oh, they had it. They had such a good round going for them. Bolts has even spotted Snacks. This would be a huge round for Snacks to win in a 1-on-2. Is Bolts going to expect this walking right by each other?
He's not reading it. He doesn't realize, but neither does Snacks. He's looking for Bolts, who should have been somewhere back here. The bomb certainly is. This is one of those rounds that just comes down to a little bit of random timing. Who is going to look the right way at the right time? 40 seconds. Snacks picking up the bomb, and Bolts see it. Wow! That is a ridiculous shot, and he's even spotted out the next player in Taco. This cannot be real. Snacks trying to see if he can sneak his way in. He's still got 28 seconds. And right now, Taco, his heart is going to be racing. If they lose this, then Train is almost certainly lost. He's thinking he's going to come back, but Snacks has got a great read right now. He has been playing very well this grand final, Snacks. It seems like he's back. And now he's going to go for the bomb plant in the B bomb site. Taco realizing too late the bomb is going to go down with 4 seconds left. Putting out the grenade, and Taco running into it, taking a bit of damage, and Snacks falling into a very good position. He could catch Taco almost any second. Goes for the peak, and he wins the 1 versus 2. Such a huge clutch. That first shot from Snacks is out of this world.
That's so unreal, and he bails them out of a tough spot. They had such a good round going from the power, the aggression, but they need a pause button at times. Too many individual fights coming from that, but Snacks is just incredible. Juking Taco unbelievably well. Faking going back to the other site, and Taco, it's such a tough decision to make.
So it's crazy as well. Bolts actually sees him, and